Hello everyone, in this video, I would like to do a preview for the newest MR unit on global server that we're getting this week, Ellshra. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but I'll just call her Ellshra. And I think I mistranslated her name with Ursula before. I want to apologize first for that if some of you are confused about it. And I might not to do the review for UR unit Rhaldor. Hence, I found a should you pull video from Mysidia Gaming that has pretty much covered him, so you can watch his preview for Rhaldor in his video. I'll just put the link for that on this video description below. And all the information that I put in this video is taken from WOTV.com/JP. I cannot thank you enough for providing a complete information for this unit, so I could make this preview video for her. You could also check the complete information on that website by clicking the link I put on the description below. Okay, now let's jump into our preview video for Ellshra. Ellshra is a MR Light Mage unit. Being an MR character means she obviously isn't a limited unit, so you could build her slowly in this game. And she has move 3, jump 1, which is pretty common for with the cost at 60. And this is the interesting part here. Looking at her jobs, she's a main job time mage and has Rune Knight subjob, which is very rare. Maybe she's the one and only MR unit that has access to this subjob for now, in this game of course. And with wide mage subjob that allow her to support, to do a support capabilities in your party. And from the equipment, she wears Rod as her main weapon, which is pretty good. Considering she's a light unit with so many light elemental abilities, so she could use a Prunus Lamina to benefit 20 light attack from it. And she wear hat, cloth, and accessory. Looking at her TMR here, it's a rod type of weapon which is provide 107 magic and evade 7. I think that's very interesting. And also the passive ability to increase acquired JP by 30%. We might find it useful to farm the JP for our mages if you want to EX job them, because you will need a lot of JP to gain or level up their EX job skills in the future. So yeah, I'll definitely be aiming for this DMR for that reason. And her master ability will increase your light ally HP by 10% and light attack by 10, which is awesome, I guess. It's slightly lower than Sakura, but they can stack up, so you can get your light unit stronger by pairing them with Ellshra and also Sakura. She also get magic up by 20% and also accuracy by 15 from it. So yeah, that accuracy will help her a lot if you're going to make her as your DPS unit. Now, let's look at her stats. She has good amount of HP if we compare her to the other MR Mages unit. In my opinion, 1.6k is kinda decent. Even an UR unit like Mediana has slightly lower base HP than her. Her AP is at a 99, which is slightly lower than from common MR mages here. But her magic stat is huge, especially for MR unit. But I want to remind you not to get deceived by these stats here, because it's all calculated from her board stats and also master ability. She has only like 204 basic magic stat from her level, which will scale lower with the magic percent up. She has 58 agility from her base stats compared to MR unit and also UR unit. It is sad that she doesn't get any bonus agility from her ability board, but her agility will scale well from agility percent up. Ability like Black Rose Helena vision cards that we just got last week, and also ability like Vitalize or Mon's TMR ability. And she has low amount of dexterity and luck for a DPS, but she will get like a 15 accuracy from her master ability, so she can still compete with other magic DPS in this game. Looking at her resistance here, she is weak to dark attack by 15 and also any other type of attack except for magic attack. That means she is designed not to take a hit from the enemy unit, especially from the dark slash unit, because they might kill her in one hit. So you better put a tanky unit with hate to protect her from attacks. She is weak to slow, but she has a high resistance against stop, sleep, and also disable. Okay, now let's look at her support ability. She has access to City Nullify, which can be used if you're going to make her as your Quicken or Haste High Mage for supporting your party, and it also can cover her weakness for slow. Other than that, she has a speed casting, which allow her to reduce the casting speed just like the other time mages, which could be good if you want to use her as a support time mage or white mage, but I don't think it's necessary if you're going to build her as DPS, since Rune Knight abilities doesn't require casting time to be activated. Next, she also get two great support abilities from Rune Knight, which could make her a great magic DPS unit. Light enhancing Rune will increase her light attack up by up to 25, but decrease her dark resistance up to 5%. So yeah, if you're using this support ability, she will be more vulnerable to dark attack than she already is. Okay, the next one is Sharp Mind. It will increase her spirit penetration up to 40 and increase her accuracy up to 20. So that means in total she will get about a 35 accuracy from her master ability and the support ability. So I can think her as a solid DPS unit. Okay, next, she has access to March of Saint from her White Mage sub-job, which will be useful for a PvE content like Tower and also any upcoming event in the future. Mage protection here could be useful if you want to make her as a support when facing other mages on PvP or PvE. And also she has access to initial AP up. From her counter abilities here, we could see that she has counter slow, magic commutation, and also regen. But I don't think it matters if you're going for a high level PvP match. Any counter abilities won't be useful if she got one hit KO from enemy units. But I still think regen is pretty good counter ability for a tower and also PvE contents. Okay, now let's look at her Time Mage main job here. It will allow her to access Quicken and Meteor, which will be her main kit for her DPS and support build, I guess. I believe that a Time Mage is a strong main or sub-job in this game, especially one with Quicken. It will help you so much for any contents in this game. Me myself would collect any Time Mages that is available in this game for PvP and also PvE from SR to UR rarity because they're so good. They're just so good. Okay, her Time Mage sub-job here will give her access to haste and slow. And wait, I don't think that I'm seeing any immobilize here, but yeah, I think this would have caught is just an error, or maybe there's no immobilize on her kit for her Time Mage sub-job. I don't know. That's strange. Well, whatever. In summary, she'll have access to all basic Time Mage abilities from it. And now, Her Rune Knight subjob will grant her access to DPS abilities. With this subjob, she'll get access to two types of light attack, slash and magic attack, which can make her as a good unit compared to any DPS mages, which has only magic attack type abilities. So you could pair her to your slash party comp or like magic attack party comp, like that. And she has access to a large-scale magic slash attack, that is for hazard slash, just like Howlet. And the last but not least, she could imperil light resistance by 38%, which maybe you could use it for the raid if you're going for a light slash team in the future. And the last one is White Mage subjob. Overall, she'll have access to a White Mage starter pack abilities such as Cure, Protect, Asuna, Raise, and Shell, but she doesn't have access to full life like Phoebe does. So that's what makes her different than Phoebe. And instead, she has access to the best healing abilities. Those are Curaga and also Curada. With a huge amount of magic, I think she could be really a good healer, like a really good healer, just like Ayaka and also Helena. Okay, next we're going to see what my top 3 Esper recommendation for her, and which I think it will be the best for her build. So the first one, we have Shiva here. Shiva is very good Esper for high speed and magic attack, which will be the best Esper for her, I guess. With Shiva, you can give her a good amount of magic attack up, and also high amount of agility, so she can do more damage, I guess, and also faster. Okay, the second one is Aigayon. I think Aigayon is the best Esper for Rune Knight or Spellblade, hence it will give you a good amount of magic, and also a good average agility by 14, I guess, from its base stats, and also magic up and slash attack from its ability board. You can also get some accuracy and critical rate for her DPS build. Okay, the last one is a Mind Flayer. Yeah, it's another recommended Esper for me, as I usually put this on my Ramza for its magic up and also magic attack up. And the most important thing is it has access to human killer for PvP. This Esper will also benefit Ellshra for DPS build. So yeah, I think all my recommendation here is for her DPS build, not for her support build, but you can also use Shiva for that. Okay, now let's compare her with the other time mage units. This time, I would like to compare her with Phoebe, Margaret, and also Helena. I might not compare her to UR unit because I think it will be a different level, but I think she still could catch up with them, but no. I'll only use SR and also MR unit in this comparison. And as you can see here on the table, Ellshra has the highest HP of them all, but she is the third in TP, AP, and also cost, and the second highest in magic, agility, dexterity, and luck. If you compare her directly to Margaret, who has the same kit as DPS Time Mage, she is obviously better in terms of agility and magic, but she has a slightly lower dexterity, which is fine, hence she has bonus plus 15 accuracy from her master ability and also support ability. But Margaret here has access to flare from her black mages, which is very powerful abilities for a non-elemental attack with 322 potency, while Ellshra has only Meteor with 220 potency from her time-based main job, and also 225 potency from her Hazard Slash. which is a very good AoE light/magic scaling abilities for her if you want to compare her directly to Margaret. Compared to Helena, as a time mage, she might be slightly slower than her, especially if you equip the newest Black Rose Helena card, vision cards on Helena. Helena will be much quicker in terms of laps and also casting time from Ellshra. In terms of DPS, Helena might have higher magic than her, but she has a higher potency in all of her DPS abilities than Helena does. Okay, now last but not least, even though Phoebe is a SR unit, but she still can compete with Ellshra in supporting capability. But first, let's compare their stats here. Phoebe has slightly lower stats overall than Ellshra, but she has higher luck and also move 4 and jump 2 if you put that jump +1 on her support ability, which is a huge advantage for a support character that can enable them to quickly come and support your other units. Phoebe has also full life on her white mage subjob while Ellshra has Curaga. This is what differs their function in a party. In other words, it is safe to say that they're both good in their own way. But what we know for sure is Ellshra is better in terms of healing for a team with the high defense and resistance to keep them alive, while Phoebe would be more useful if you're pairing her with low defense resistant unit that mostly get 1 hit KO from the enemy units and bring them back to life, if that makes sense, I guess. And also Phoebe will only cost at 40, so you would have more option for your party, Esper and also vision cards if you're going for class matches. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, now let's look at her pros and cons from my side. The first one, she has huge amount of total magic and also accuracy from her base stats, ability board, and also master abilities. So yeah, that makes her a solid TPS unit from me. And the second one, she's a pretty fast MR unit because of that 58 base agility that will scale so much if you put any agility plus from your vision cards and also Esper for her. And the third point here, she has 2 types attack of light abilities that scaling with magic. So yeah, this is what makes her unique than any light magic user here, because she has access for a light/attack with scaling magic and also light magic attack with scaling magic. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. And the fourth point here, she has access to Quicken. That is the most valuable abilities if you going for a support type of units. And the fifth one is a master ability which buff the same element light ally. So yeah, as I said before, it will be the same as Sakura or maybe the incoming unit Yuna, but she has a slightly lower bonus on light attack. But all of them has like 10% on or 15% HP plus from her master abilities here. Okay, now my cons here. She's weak to all attack type except for magic attack. So yeah, you can imagine that she will get a 1 hit KO from the other units because of her lower defense than any other units. And she also doesn't have a 1% guarantee hit, even though she has so much accuracy bonus from her master ability and also her support ability. But if she doesn't have a 100% guarantee hit, I think unit like Sakura or maybe kill Fray with Holy or Ayaka or Grace even will be better than her if you're facing good evasion party enemies. And last point here, she doesn't have any good counter abilities to boost her survive ability. So yeah, if the enemy unit is near to you and they can do the attack especially like Rune turn or regular turn or any dark class attacker unit, she'll be gone in just 1 second. So yeah, I think that's all my pros and cons for this unit. And if you're asking me, would I pull for her? I would say that I definitely will pull for her. I will not aim for Rhaldor, but I'll just aim for her instead, because I need to collect her as my wanted, one of wanted light unit for my light mono light team here. So yeah, I think that's it. The preview for me for Ellshra, sorry. Thank you for watching and see you again next time. Bye bye.